You're tuned into the first newscast devoted to the Highland Lakes area. Local team coverage on Tribune Headline News. Bringing you the stories you care about now. Hi everyone, I'm Connie Swinney. Here's a look at your headlines on the Picayune TV. The November election is right around the corner. You can have your voice heard early starting October 18th. Early voting starts Monday and goes through October 29th. In Burnett County, there are two places to cast your ballot. One is the main courthouse on the Burnett Square. The other is in the Burnett County Courthouse Annex in Marble Falls. That's at the intersection of Max Starkey Dam Road and Highway 281. The governor's race, of course, is probably the most prominent on the ballot. Incumbent Rick Perry will go up against Democrat and former Houston Mayor Bill White. One local election to watch closely will be the district clerk's race, where Deputy District Clerk Casey Wills takes on Democratic candidate Cynthia Chisholm. In Burnett County, early voting is Monday, October 18th through Friday, October 23rd. That's happening from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. weekdays in the Burnett County Courthouse and at the Annex in Marble Falls. Now, early voting extended hours are Thursdays, October 21st and the 28th from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then also on Saturday, October 23rd, there's one more opportunity to vote early on the weekend, and that's 9 a.m. to noon. All voting precincts will be open during those times. For more information, go to the website on your screen. It was a big weekend for tourists in the Marble Falls area. Two events drove visitors to downtown Marble Falls, all while combining the arts with fine wine and food.
It's not something you typically see in a small town. Art pieces from renowned sculptors from across the country. But for the fourth year in a row, these pieces have become a fixture along Main Street in Marble Falls.
It's strange. I live in a small town, Sulphur Springs, and their idea of art is a $10 print from Walmart. And I really appreciate Marble Falls putting on something like this to really display the local area talent.
The Uptown Marble Art Alliance fourth annual Sculpture on Main display unveiled nearly a dozen works of art on Saturday. The sculptures ranged from Western to figurative, from realism to abstract, bronze, steel, and stone. The exhibit appealed to a broad audience with both cultured and newfound appreciation of art.
I like the variety, I like the different textures, I like the different materials, the different media that they use, and they're also, some's abstract, but they're all just, they're different enough to have such a variety that you're going to like something out of these sculptures.
Some of the sculptures, larger than life. Others seem to take on a life of their own.
Well, I really like the turtle. I like the door and chair down on the very end, the concrete one. And I like the bronze rabbit.
Sculptor Philip Hoggett of Dripping Springs was able to display his own work. He hoped to find a buyer, but did seem content to have some visitors enjoy the sculpture.
Mine is Mythical Flight, and it's a Bethel granite from Vermont on a Texas limestone base. And it's just kind of a fanciful piece. It's a good place for children to have their photo op.
This is the fourth time the artist has displayed works on Main Street in Marble Falls. He believes an ideal location for such an event.
It's a beautiful part of Texas here. I think it's one of my favorite spots in Texas. And it's good that the artists can be out here and people can come up and enjoy it.
For the first time, the event coincided with the Texas Fall Festival, which attracted hundreds of visitors to the Old Oak Square to sample the area's best wines while dining on the patio. Visitors also peeked inside local businesses for wine tasting and a little shopping as well. Organizers say the two events complemented one another and gave visitors a taste of high culture with small town appeal.
Yes, well, I think a lot of little towns are getting clued into the arts and sculpture, that it kind of helps, actually helps commerce a little bit. People will come out and see things.
Events this past weekend also included a reception at Lakeside Pavilion, as well as live music and comedy at Uptown Marble Theater. We have another event coming up for those who keep strong with fitness and faith. Mustang Field will be the site of a large gathering for the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and their guests on Wednesday. The FCA and community members are hosting Fields of Faith at 7:30 p.m. at the stadium. It's located at 2101 Mustang Drive. Organizers say the event will be an evening of fellowship and discussions to share faith and the Word of God. When we come back, we have your weather forecast and a quilt designed from unusual materials from a popular local business raises money for a facility for children. You're watching Tribune Headline News. Stay with us.
A relieving hot shower, a sizzling steak, or a soul-filling home-cooked meal. A warm evening by the fire. At Bill Smith Butane, our job is to provide the fuel that makes up the comfort of your home. Call us today and fuel your life with us at a great price. Our company now proudly delivers to Burnett, Llano, and Blanco counties. Bill Smith Butane, 830-693-4383.
Welcome back. Could we see some rain chances this week? Here's Stephanie Bailey with the Picayune TV weather forecast. Stephanie?
Hello everyone, I'm Stephanie Bailey with your Highland Lakes forecast on the PicayuneTV.com. Today brings another beautiful sunny day with a high of 87 degrees and cool, mild winds. Tonight, expect partly cloudy skies with a low of 57 degrees. The week continues to provide us perfect weather as we move into Wednesday with warm temperatures in the mid-80s. That was a look at the weather forecast for the beginning of the week. Thank you to the National Weather Service for that report. I'm Stephanie Bailey. Connie, back to you.
Thank you very much, Stephanie, for that report. We turn now to Headline Sports. Jennifer Fierro has a volleyball roundup for you and the latest from Burnett football. Jennifer?
Connie, in what looked like to be a very close contest actually ended with Burnett winning 46-27 in the District 25 3A opener against Lampasas on the road Friday night. Afterwards, I had a chance to talk to Bulldogs head coach Doyle Walker about what the win really means.
You know, that just makes it better for us. I wouldn't say it puts us in the driver's seat because there's, there were other teams played tonight. And one of those teams won too. So or two of those teams had to win tonight. So I mean, I wouldn't say that. So everybody starts off three teams had a win tonight.
We do want to give you a reminder that volleyball will start back up on Tuesday night. The Lady Mustangs will place host to Leander Vandergrip in what head coach Julie Downs calls a must-win game if the Lady Mustangs hope to qualify for the playoffs. Now, the Lady Mustangs have only one win in district play, but if they can get a win tomorrow night at home, then Coach Downs is hoping that gives them some much-needed momentum for the rest of the district season. That game is scheduled to tip off at 6:30 at Max Copeland Gym. That's it for sports. I'm Jennifer Fierro. Connie, back to you.
Thanks, Jennifer. When you think quilts, you think a nice cover with a colorful patchwork of various materials. Well, we found one that a local business is raffling off to its customers to benefit the Boys and Girls Club of the Highland Lakes. A staff member of Bluebonnet Cafe grabbed a number of different t-shirts they sell at the iconic restaurant and put together this campy quilt. All the images represent what the eatery is best known for, including pies and country-style cuisine. The raffle tickets are $1 each. So far, hundreds have been sold. The winner will be announced November 19th. That was Tribune Headline News, where our stories are your stories. Stay tuned. Coming up next, Friday night highlights and the surprising outcome of the matchup between the Burnett Bulldogs and the Lampasas Badgers. I'm Connie Swinney for the Picayune TV.
Replacing or building a new fence? Look to the most respected company in Central Texas, Hill Country Fence. Whatever your fencing needs, we strive to make you happy. Go online now and get a quote quickly and easily. Hill Country Fence, the most trusted name in fencing.
A statement game? You betcha! The Bulldogs sent a strong message to the rest of District 25 3A with the 46-27 victory against Lampasas Friday in the division opener for both teams. Most coaches believed the district title would be won by the Badgers. The win also extended the Bulldogs' winning streak to 5 straight. The first half might have been too close for comfort. Burnett Junior athlete Zach Maldonado began the scoring by taking a swing pass 88 yards for the game's first touchdown. Lampasas junior fullback Cody Howard answered with a 78-yard scamper for the Badgers' first touchdown to tie the game. Back-to-back field goals by senior kicker Tyler Clark gave the Bulldogs a 13-7 advantage. Sensing his squad needed momentum and wanting to give his defense a rest, Lampasas head coach Joey McQueen pulled out all the stops. He called for a fake punt on the first 4th down his team faced. On the team's second 4th down, Howard rumbled for 2 yards. A defensive pass interference called moved the Badgers to the Burnett 30, where they would eventually score to take a 14-13 lead. Burnett stormed right back. Maldonado ended the next drive by scampering in for the 26-yard touchdown. The Badgers' next drive ended with Howard hitting pay dirt from 2 yards out to regain the lead 21-20. So with 48 seconds left in the half, the Bulldogs took over at their 33. Junior quarterback Weston Cosby hit senior wide receiver Aaron Thomas on a 37-yard pass. The two hooked up again, this time for 13 yards. The drive ended when junior receiver Caden Conley caught a 4-yard pass for the touchdown and a 26-21 halftime lead. Head coach Doyle Walker said scoring right before the half was huge.
Oh, big time for us. That gave us momentum. That put their back against the wall where they had to come out and throw more than what they wanted to and do some things that that they don't like to do. So I think it paid off for us.
Burnett opened the second half the way it began the game, with the touchdown. Cosby ran it in from 4 yards out. Lampasas answered only once more when Howard scored on a 14-yard run. From there, the Bulldogs' defense shut down the Badgers.
Like we tell them all year long, we got to make plays. We're going to get the ball to start off with. That's why I like to defer. Okay, so we can get it and go down and score, hopefully. And then the defense make stops. We told them all week long, if we can make them, stop them, hold them, at least 3 possessions, we'll win the ball game.
Meanwhile, the Burnett offense added 2 more scores, an 18-yard run by Brown and a 40-yard scamper from Maldonado.
Aaron Thomas and Weston Cosby and, Zach Maldonado and Joe, they all made great plays all night long when we had to have them. To keep the drive going. The kids just keep making big plays, and that's what we tell them. Great teams make great plays, and that's what we did.
Walker added his players competed with all they have.
Hey, it's a physical game. The kids are fabulous. They really are. They really are. I can't say enough about their heart.
The Bulldogs now prepare for a road game at Salado Friday in another district matchup. And those are your Friday night highlights. I'm Jennifer Fierro.
Party Maker's Discount Party and Card Store. Everything you need to throw your own party or be a guest at someone else's. Discount cards, balloons, and decorations. Party Makers open 7 days a week in Marble Falls.